Hey, crafty friends, welcome back. Another sketch day from series 20. Here is today's sketch. Let's see, it looks like Kathy Price is who I've written down. Also playing along with Mixed Media Mayhem, as well as the 100 Pattern Paper Challenge. So for Mixed Media Mayhem, we were supposed to use a vertical design, a sketch, and ink. So I have this paper this was from my 100 pattern paper, and I'm using picket fence. Originally, I wanted to use like white gesso or possibly white paint to kind of soften the stitch lines on this background paper because I was going to include the circles but just kind of draw them with a pen since I was at a crop and couldn't use my sewing machine or anything like that. Well, the picket fence didn't cover it enough, and so I just decided to pivot and went a different direction. So I did use the heart stencil there, used my lumberjack oxide ink and blended that on there. So I've met the ink challenge or the ink part. I've met the sketch part, and I do flip the sketch to make it more of a vertical design. So my picture is vertical. The film strip and this one scrap is going vertical. So I think I've met that part of the challenge as well. So you decide. And basically everything else on this page is a scrap piece of paper. So I have the film strip from 49 in Market. This yellow strip was from my scraps. The black piece with the circles was from my scraps. This yellow piece is from my scraps. It was awesome getting this many done. So I just kind of pulled a bunch of different colors that corresponded with the colors in the photo that my mom was wearing, red and gold for Iowa State Cyclones. And so I just kind of went with that. So, and of course, my grandson Cody, he had on black. So then I decided I needed a little bit more of the hearts in this one section here. So went back and added just a little bit more on there. And of course, I usually don't show you cleaning up, but I forgot to turn my camera off. So there you go. You got to see the cleanup process. So now I am starting to put this all together. So put that piece down so I can kind of check the spacing. And I do need to trim this piece down. I think I trim a little bit off the top too, so it's not the same height as the film strip there. So there, that helped just enough to give a little bit of difference there. And if you haven't used any of these acetate pieces or the film strips, you can use the liquid glue that it holds it down just fine. And actually, you can't, most of it's going to be covered up anyway. But most of the time, once it dries, you can't even tell that there's adhesive back there behind. So, and then I remembered that I was putting my title down below, and I didn't want it to be halfway off of that yellow piece. So I did pull this black piece up and moved it up just a little bit further up so I had room for my title. So there I've got my title on, Gigi and Cody. And then I've dug through my red bag of embellishments that I brought with me, and I found some relics here. That there is that charming, adorable piece. That was from a super old My Mind's Eye collection. And so then I had a couple other little scrap pieces from that same collection. So I've got this strip of paper that's got glitter that I added to the left side of the photo. And then this part here that I'm adding that's also got the red glitter. And then there's another piece under the title that is from that same collection. So got 3 pieces used up from that super old collection. I had a red heart paper clip that I add up there at the top of that cluster. this red circle from some random place that I probably punched from a piece of paper and didn't end up using. And then this little piece that I'm gluing on that says, I love you. So, really, this came together from pulling from a lot of different places, and I actually love how it turned out. So, here are the close up shots. I will have a link for all the playlists that I'm playing along with today, as well as Facebook groups if those apply. Go check those out, and we will see you next time. Bye.